Let's get started.
Welcome everyone, and happy Friday Eve. That's right, it is Thursday evening. I am excited to be here with you. We are live with, that's right, the Ford Maverick, the pickup truck for those who did not know they needed a truck. And for all my owners out there, clearly you knew you needed this truck, right? So congratulations on being part of the Built for Tough family. That's right, with your Maverick, you are now officially a Built for Tough member. This truck has gone through the same rigorous testing as a lot of our other trucks in our lineup. And so we're excited about that. And what we want to do in our time together is explore some of the unique features that make this Maverick stand out in the lineup. Now, as I mentioned, this is Discover Your Ford, and this is our live stream. I'm Errol, and I'm excited to spend some time with you and discuss this vehicle. Now, with this being the live stream, I am going to be cutting away to some pre-recorded videos and things that we have because we're here in studio, and so I'm not going to be able to demonstrate every feature or function that I may want to. So for that, I'm going to rely on some technology. Also, while we're spending time together, take the time right now to share this link for the live stream. If you know another Maverick owner, or maybe if you're part of a Maverick forum, we invite you to go ahead and share this link. Go ahead and post it out because we want to get as many owners connected as possible. We're going to deliver great content for you twice a month and really help you get comfortable with having your Maverick in your garage or in your driveway. So let me tell you what we're going to discuss today. Are you guys ready? All right, so let's do it. So first up, we're going to start by talking about our Ford Pass app. Then we're going to get into towing numbers. We're going to talk the tow package features, and we're going to talk about payload and hauling. So that's right, this episode we're going to talk about putting your Maverick to work. Now for the Maverick that we have here in the studio, I actually have the Lariat trim level with the FX4 package included. Drive. Your Maverick comes available with either front wheel or all-wheel drive. So it's not a four-wheel drive system, it is an all-wheel drive system. So with that being the case, what you get with the FX4 package, if you have that, of course you can kind of see it here, you get a little bit of a beefier tire, you're also going to get some suspension upgrades and a little bit of upgrade to the cooling system as well. So we'll talk a little bit more about that. But in this episode, like I said, we're going to focus a lot on towing, hauling, and payload. So let's get into it. So first up, Larry, let's head this way. Let's talk about the Ford Pass app. Now, if you guys have not downloaded the Ford Pass app, or if you're new to the Ford family, well, I encourage you to download the Ford Pass app. You can simply go to your iOS or Google Play Store, download the app. It is a free resource and tool. As a matter of fact, let me utilize some of that technology, and I want to show you guys some of the things that you're going to see with the Ford Pass app. So hold on a moment. Let me go ahead and get this set up, and then you guys will actually be able to get to see what I see. Now, one of the cool things about the Ford Pass app is that if you're a multi-household with more than one Ford vehicle, you can actually program more than one Ford vehicle into the Ford Pass app. Now, as you guys see on the app that just popped up there on your screen, what you will notice is that, guess what? The color of my Maverick here in the studio and the Maverick on my Ford Pass app, of course, it matches. The reason for that is the Ford Pass app does not generate generic information. It is specific to your vehicle, including your VIN number. And so what you're going to do when you download the Ford Pass app and then you upload your vehicle is you're going to put in your VIN number and information. What that's going to do is populate some of the cool features and functions that are available to your vehicle within the Ford Pass app. So check out some of the things that we're able to see right here on the home screen. As you guys can see, I can unlock, I can start, I can lock, and I can even flash my horn, or excuse me, I guess it would be flash my lights and sound my horn, right? Because if I flash my horn, that would be kind of weird. But I can do all of that right here from the home screen of my Ford Pass app. Now, some other cool things that you'll notice when you go over to the vehicle tab is, well, A, I kind of need to get some gas, right? I don't have that many miles to empty. But B, you'll notice that my vehicle status, I have no alerts that I need to check into, and it'll also give me other great information about my vehicle that I can check. So I can look at my tire pressure, my oil life, I can even look into certain features and settings like our Wi-Fi hotspot capability. Now, the other cool thing, as you can see here, I can schedule my maintenance. So if I go over to my service tab, then I can utilize the 24/7 assistance. I can go ahead and get dealer services. I can even check my service history or schedule my maintenance appointments. So you can do a lot of things from your Ford Pass app. So as I said, I encourage each and every one of you, if you have not already, download this resource and tool. It's something that you will definitely enjoy, and it will most certainly enhance your Ford ownership experience. All right, so as I promised you guys, we're going to get into talking about a lot of things going on in the rear of the vehicle, right? We're going to talk about towing, hauling, flex bed, and all that stuff. Well, without further ado, let's head back that way. Larry, you ready? Let's roll. All right, so let's do this first, because I want to break down some of the towing numbers for you that you guys are going to have depending on which Maverick you own. So for me, I'm going to take a seat and get comfortable, because I want to tell you guys about some of the cool features that you're going to have when it comes to towing and what you can expect depending on which Maverick that you own. Now, as you guys may know, the Maverick is the first truck with a standard hybrid engine. And so we're really excited about that. It gives you the great opportunity to really maximize not only your fuel economy, but still enough to get the job done when it comes to towing. So let's start there. Let's start with the standard hybrid engine. Again, that's going to be in the front wheel drive, and those trim levels will be for my XLT, XL, or Lariat owners. Now, I said those out of order, so forgive me. Let me give you the correct order. So it's XL, XLT, and then Lariat, all right? And with the hybrid engine, you're going to have a maximum towing capacity of 2,000 pounds. So that's just enough to do like a couple of jet skis or a small frame camper or even a motorcycle. So that gives you a great opportunity there. Now, if you have the optional 2-liter EcoBoost engine, and that's with the available all-wheel drive, and you can also add the available 4K tow package. And what that's going to give you is a maximum towing capacity, as the name implies, of 4,000 pounds. Now, that's enough to tow a fishing boat or a camper, of course. Now, let's talk about how you can calculate how much you can tow or haul. Because one of the things that you want to do is keep in mind your payload capacity. Now, if you ever wanted to know more about your payload capacity, well, it's up to 1,500 pounds. And as a matter of fact, Larry, let's take a walk. Let's show them where they can actually find their payload sticker. So if you ever have a question about your payload and want to know what's exactly the payload for my Maverick, well, actually right here within your door seal, you're going to see a handy sticker that will give you the maximum payload for your specific Maverick. So again, remember that the payload capacity is going to be up to 1,500 pounds. And if you want to know exactly what it is for your Maverick, just check out that sticker there in the door. It makes it really, really easy. Let's head back to the back. I'm going to take another seat here in my flex bed. Now, with that being the case, the 1,500 pounds is enough to go ahead and really utilize and maximize the flex bed as well as the cabin space within your Maverick. And the nice thing about that, if you ever have questions about how to distribute that, we give you some great videos on how to determine your payload rating on our Discover Your Ford website, which I'll show you a little bit later, so stay tuned for that. Now, one of the things that you also want to keep in mind with looking at how to get the most out of towing and hauling is also your tongue weight. Now, your tongue weight can affect the overall tow weight, and you should look to have about 10% of your cargo and trailer weight when it comes to your tongue weight. So that's kind of a good measurement for you to know. And if you want to calculate, well, how much you can actually tow, get your pen and paper. I'm going to give you this great formula. All right, here's what you're going to do. You're going to subtract the weight of your payload from the maximum towing capacity of your truck. So as an example, let's say your Maverick is equipped with the 4K tow package. That means that you're rated to tow up to 4,000 pounds. And if your payload, for instance, is 500 pounds, which would be like 2.5 of me, let's say, for example, then you would have a towing capacity then of 3,500 pounds, right? So it's a pretty simply fair and easy calculation to do. But you want to make sure, like I just showed you where you can see it in your door seal, that you're taking into account your payload for your Maverick. That way, when you're doing your calculations, your numbers are lining up and you're not overloading your Maverick, all right? Now, some of the other cool features that are going to come along with the 4K trailer tow package, well, there's some cool things that you're going to see. Now, one of them, for instance, you will actually have a 7-pin hitch and connector with the receiver. And so with that, that can be used with your electronic trailer brake. And what that's going to do is supply power to your trailer lights. So that's one thing that you can have as a benefit. Now, another cool thing that I really love is the trailer sway control. Now, if you've ever towed a trailer, well, then you know all about trailer sway control. And what the trailer sway control is going to do is that's going to limit the sway that's produced by your trailer. And how that works? Well, it can help by applying the brakes or reducing your engine power before you even realize that there is an issue. Now, if the trailer does begin to sway, the stability control lamp will flash and you'll get a message to let you know that the trailer is swaying and that you should reduce your speed. And that's going to appear in your instrument cluster. Now, you can also turn that on or off in the steering wheel control on your instrument cluster. As a matter of fact, Larry, let's take a trip up that way and I'll kind of show them where they can find some of that stuff. Because the other cool thing that you will also have access to, well, you also have the ability to have your trailer brake control. So let me show you your trailer brake control while we're here, guys. So your trailer brake control is right here. So this is one of the cool features that you'll be able to access. And as we talked about, some of the things here in your instrument cluster will be displayed. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you some of the cool things that you'll be able to use while towing and hauling. So for that, I'm going to go ahead and put the vehicle in auxiliary mode. Now, keep in mind, I'm in the studio. I'm not going to be driving, so I'm actually not going to even close the door or put on my safety belt. But of course, for you guys, when you get behind the wheel of your Maverick, please make sure that you're always properly following the laws of the land and make sure you buckle up, okay? So for what we're going to do for in studio, I'm going to go ahead and turn the vehicle in accessory mode. We'll give it a moment here to fire up and I'll clear any of my screens that I need to. Yes, I know my drawers are jarred. All right, good there. Okay, so now that we're here, let me finish telling you about the trailer brake control that we have here. Now, the trailer brake control allows the driver to control compatible trailer brakes from the Maverick's braking system. And what that's going to do is that's going to make it smooth and effective trailer braking based on your towing vehicle brake pressure. So that's going to help you a lot. And then it's going to also allow you to set the gain system, and that's based off the weight of what you're towing. All right. And so this is where you would utilize that. You can see the plus and the minus there, where you can make adjustments to this, and then of course you can make adjustments here. You can see that right now, as soon as I did that, in my display, it actually tells me, the beep you heard was telling me that my trailer is currently disconnected. All right, so it gives you some really, really nice insight and some things that really are going to help you when you're looking to get the most out of your Maverick and you're towing and hauling. Now, speaking of which, let's go to one of the questions that we received in our last show that I wanted to highlight and point out because some of you may have a similar question. So this question is in regards to the trailer brake controller. And he says, how do I determine if there's an issue with the wiring in my vehicle? That's a great question. And if you see a message displaying accompanied by a single tone, which is what we just did, and it says no trailer is connected, this indicates that the issue is between the trailer and the brake controller and the 7-pin connector at the bumper. So it's recommended for that you go ahead and perform a trailer light and brake function test before starting your drive. Now here's the great thing, actually in our screen here, in our display screen, you can actually go to that menu. So if you go ahead and first you'll want to make sure that you set it up. So when you go into menu and then you go into select screens, you'll notice some of the screens that you're able to select here. So there are quite a few. And the one that you'll make sure that you have is your trailer light check. So see that there? And then when you back out and you're in your normal screen, you can actually just use your menu toggle buttons here. And now we're tire pressure, intelligent all-wheel drive. You'll see our off-road. So this might be good too if you want to know the angles, especially if you're going ascending or descending hills. It's a really good one to use. And then there it is, the trailer light status. So again, now it's showing us that no trailer is currently detected. But once your trailer is there and it's properly hooked up, this is one that will allow you to check on the light status, so that way you can have the comfort and confidence of knowing that you're properly connected before you hit the road with your trailer. Now, another cool thing that we're going to go into that really can be helpful is if you want to calculate your trip. Now, one of the nice things about it, you can see here that you can actually do 1 or 2 trips, so you can look at your fuel economy, how many miles per gallon you're averaging, and even look at your time. All things that are important when you're towing and hauling, because of course you want to make sure that you're getting the most out of and not being too heavy on the gas pedal, right? So speaking of cool things and tips, I do want to go to one of the expert videos that I had to put together for you guys. And this one is going to be from Jeff Schultz, who is our Maverick brand manager. We had a chance to have him come into the Discover Your Ford studio and spend some time with us. And he had some expert tips about utilizing a 12-volt pre-wire system that is available in your Ford Maverick. So check out this video, guys.
Hi, Discover Your Ford. I'm Jeff with the Maverick team. I'm here to discuss the 12-volt pre-wired system here on the Maverick. It is a first for Ford trucks, and we're really excited about it. As you can see here, we have these 2 plugs on either side of the bed. It's a simple thing to remove with a flathead screwdriver. Simply press down and pull out. And the wires should be tied to that exterior cap. To remove it, there's a simple clip to unclip, and that's removed. Additionally, each vehicle comes with a pigtail that's either in the glove box or under the second row seat to connect this to. So, simple plug and play. You can plug it in here and then connect this edge to whatever accessory you'd like, whether it's bed lighting like we have here, a 12-volt plug, or some of the accessories that we have at accessories.ford.com. One of the unique things that we did when we designed this vehicle is that we gave access to this in 2 spots, both right here and up here. That allows you to fish the wires through, so your bed lighting installation is a nice and clean installation with no excess wires showing when you do install bed lights on the vehicle.
All right, great video from Jeff. And I'm still here inside of the cab. And before I got out of the cab, I did want to go in because I told you guys about drive modes, right? And so one of the drive modes that you do have is, of course, your tow haul drive mode. So I wanted to show you how that looks on your screen. So your drive mode button, of course, is located here in the center. And so for your drive mode, when you press that button, you can actually navigate through the different drive modes. So, of course, you have normal, and then after normal, you actually have our tow haul drive mode. And so the nice thing about the tow haul drive mode is when you put it into this drive mode, it is going to start making certain adjustments to like your transmission shifting, your acceleration, accelerator pedal responsiveness, and it's going to basically let your Maverick know that, hey, this is what I'm intending to do with the vehicle. Now, obviously, for your different drive modes that you have on your Maverick, you want to select the one that's appropriate for what you have intended for your experience. So obviously making sure that you don't necessarily go into tow haul mode unless you're towing or hauling. Kind of makes sense, right? And so the nice thing about this is when you switch between the drive modes is just the press of a button. It makes it very simple. And utilizing that combined with some of the other screens that we walk through will really help you in getting the most out of your towing and hauling experience. Now, some other cool things that you're going to see with the towing hauling mode is you'll also see that it is going to help with the steering enhancements. So you'll see that there'll be some more available comfort when it comes to your driving and steering responsiveness. And so it really helps in that sense when you're carrying a heavy load. That's really going to be beneficial for there. It also is going to help with the downshift amount that you'll have when it comes to braking. So what this is going to do is going to provide a variety based on the amount you press the brake pedal. So when you're in that tow haul mode, you will see the amount of downshift being adjusted for as well. And as I mentioned, the same is true with transmission shifting. And so this mode allows the engine braking, and in all forward gears, what it does is it helps with not only slowing down the vehicle, but also shifting at the proper points when you're under load. So that's really going to help with the improved transmission operation, and especially, like I said, when you've got that heavy load that you might be towing with your Maverick when you're looking for that next adventure. All right, so with that being said, in order for all of this technology to work, right, well, you want to make sure that you have your software up to date. And so for that, I've got another quick tip video that I want to show you guys about how to make sure that your automatic updates are set up and turned on, because the one thing that you want to make sure is that with this vehicle having all this technology, you want to maximize it, right? So check out this video about how to ensure that your automatic updates are turned on.
One important thing for your Maverick is to make sure that its software is always up to date. To do that, go to your settings section, automatic updates, and make sure that your automatic system updates are turned on. And then the next time the vehicle is connected to your Wi-Fi network, it will update automatically.
All right, so we had enough fun inside the truck, right? But we're talking about payload, and we can't talk about payload without talking about the flex bed. It's one of the great features of the Maverick, and for all my Maverick owners out there, I know you guys have been enjoying it. I've had the opportunity to be out and about and heard some great stories, because one of the cool things about the Maverick and the flex bed is that it does speak to your DIY spirit, right? You have the opportunity where you can either A, buy the accessories through the Ford accessory store, or we give you tips on how to build some of the accessories that you're able to use. So Larry, let's take a look at some of the things that we're able to see here back in the flex bed. Now, one of the cool things, guys, that you'll notice right off the bat is that you actually have some pre-carved out slots here that you can use to set up certain things like a bed divider, or even install certain things like bike racks and things of that nature. You'll notice that there's some pre-drilled holes in certain areas, and so all of these things are set up for you to where you can really utilize and maximize that flex bed space. It also helps because what it's going to allow you to do with your 4.5-foot box, keeping in mind that it's 6 feet with the tailgate extended, it's going to allow you to maximize all of that space. There's even some cool things like a tailgate extender and some other accessories that you can find that will really help you make this your own. So utilizing that flex bed space, especially when it comes into towing and hauling, is going to be really cool. And as we've seen in our video from Jeff, if you utilize the 12-volt pre-wire system, well, then you can also go ahead and add some other cool features like bed lights or some other things that might be useful and beneficial for your lifestyle as well. Now, another cool feature, and Larry, let's switch spots because I want to show them the LED that's available over here. Another cool feature that you may have on your flex bed, well, that's the available LED lights, and these are right here. Now, what's great about these, this is actually with the push of a button, so check that out, how easy that is to turn that on and off. And what's nice about that, that's going to help illuminate the bed of your truck. And what I love is that not only can you access it from here in the flex bed, but you can also go ahead and do it inside of the cab as well. So let's say you have some people that are loading up, or maybe you're stopping to pick up groceries and they need some more light. You can press that button and illuminate the bed of your truck, which is really nice. Now, the other cool thing that you have is the available 120 volt outlet here as well. So that's another nice available feature that you can utilize in your flex bed. And what this is going to allow you to do is obviously utilize certain smaller pieces of equipment, power tools, things of that nature that you're able to plug in. And now with having it in your flex bed, that really, again, speaks to that DIY spirit or just the adventure spirit, because you can, of course, use that while you're out and about. Now, another great feature, and Larry, we're going to switch back one more time because I've got to show you guys the Cubby Storage, right? The Cubby Storage is a great tool to use, and I really like it because not only is it convenient, and that's this guy here, but it's one that you can easily access. So what's nice, it does have a lock to it, so you can unlock it or lock it. And once you unlock it, you'll notice here that you can go ahead and utilize this area to store things and have it for storage. Now, what's really cool is when I'm ready to go, I can go ahead and put my, well, wait a minute, Larry, wait, my screwdriver's not gonna fit. Oh man, check this out, guys. Look, one of the great things about it, if you didn't know, look at this. That's right, it has a removable floor. So now all of those items that you're looking to store into your flex bed, they can now easily go down in there and tuck away. And once you have them tucked in, well, then you can go ahead and put your door back there and then lock that back into place. So again, another really cool and convenient way that you can maximize the space in your flex bed. And of course, your removable floor, you can take this and store this inside the cab or put it in the house or garage, wherever it's convenient for you. But that's a really cool thing to be able to utilize, is just the additional space with that Cubby Storage. Now, some of you may have noticed on the Cubby Storage itself, well, with that removable door, there's a QR code there. So let me show you that. Let me bring this back out. So as you notice here, it has a handy QR code, and some of you may have this on your Maverick and some of you don't. But let me show you what this actual QR code will take you to. Because we always talk about it, but I wanted to show you guys here, and I think, oh man, Larry, I left my phone inside the truck. You guys stay right here. Let me grab my phone. Wait right there. So one of the cool things that you are going to have, and boom, I'm back. just like that. So one of the great things that you'll have with utilizing the QR code is it's going to take you to the Discover Your Ford page. So remember, we always talk about more quick tips, in-depth videos, all that, getting our live stream schedule. And so I wanted to show you guys, and let me get the technology set back up, because I wanted to show you how this QR code works and how it's beneficial. Now, if you have the QR code, all you have to do is, of course, go to your camera, and then you're going to go ahead and scan that. So let me show you how this works for us. So let me go to my camera here. And when I go to my camera, I can click on the QR code and give it a moment. And then boom, check that out, guys. It's going to take me directly to my 2022 Ford Maverick video library. So as you go through this section, you'll be able to scroll through. And look at that. First subject there, flex bed. And there's 3 videos on the flex bed. There's videos on Ford technology. There's Ford Pass, which we talked about at the top of our show. There's information on keys and locks, so if you, depending on which key system you have. And then you even have some cool features. If you go all the way down to the bottom, you have more vehicle topics. So look, check this out. The second video that you have here, well, it's actually talking about payload capacity on the Maverick. So if I were to press play on this video, I'll show you guys what this looks like here. You just press play. And what it's going to do is now it's going to walk you through some of the information that we talked about. Now, this is what we call a quick tip. So it's normally under a minute or less. And what you'll need to do is kind of go through this. So if we cover a lot and you weren't able to get all the information down, well, this is a great place that you're able to go to. And now you can watch a video, you can pause it if need be, and you can take down all these notes. So it's going to give you the calculations that we talked about, show you where to find that payload sticker that we showed you in the door seal, and all of the other things there. So again, guys, this is a great tool and resource that we encourage you to utilize. Now, if you're out there and you don't have the QR code, well, let's do this. Let me go back and I'm going to show you guys how you can access it if you do not have a QR code in your vehicle. So it's really simple. You would just go to discoveryourford.com, and because I've been there, it pre-populates. So once you go to discoveryourford.com, then you're going to go and you can actually either put in your VIN number, or you can search by your year and model. So we're going to go to 22, and then we are going to go down to Maverick. All right? And you can see there are all the different videos that we have. So if you are a multi-Ford household and you have more than one vehicle that you want more information on, we'll continue to check out Discover Your Ford, because we offer a lot of content, and you can check out the Maverick show as well as our other shows throughout the month. So once you go here, you'll simply click on the first one, Discover Your Ford, click on that Learn More, and then now we are back to where we were. Now you can go in and go by your trim, or you can simply go down to here where it says our on-demand video library. And once you click more there, it's going to go ahead and now it's going to get you to that screen that we talked about. All right? So again, guys, just another great tip and a great tool for you to be able to use. There we are, back to our video library. So make sure that you continue to stay tuned in with Discover Your Ford, because it's a great opportunity for you to learn and maximize the most out of your Maverick. Now, one other cool thing that I want to talk to you about that you'll find on there is our FITS system. And that is our Ford Integrated Tethering System. So check out this quick video that tells you a little bit more about FITS and exactly how it works.
FITS is Ford's integrated tether system designed specifically for the Ford Maverick. It allows you to accessorize your vehicle any way you see fit, including 3D printing your own accessories, or by buying accessories from accessories.ford.com, including this kit, which includes 4 dividers, a storage bin, cup holder, bag holder, and cord wrangler. And now I'll pop inside the vehicle to show you how to install these. Now inside the second row of your vehicle, we've got several FITS receptacle locations. We have one here on the back of the center console, as well as we have some here under the second row seat. Depending upon your powertrain, you will either have 6 or 8 receivers. To install these accessories, you simply take the accessory, slide it into the slot, and push down until you feel them snap into place. The storage bin can be placed either in the second row underseat storage area or behind the second row console. And then lastly, we have this cord wrangler that allows you to keep your cords nice and neat, and then you can place it next to your USB or 120 volt outlet that allow you to keep your cords nice and clean.
All right, so hopefully that video helps you and gets you excited to utilize the FIT system. I think it really can help you. And like I said, this truck speaks to your DIY spirit. Now, while we were taking a look at that video, we did get a question in, and this question comes from Justin. So Justin, first off, thanks for tuning in, and thank you for your question. And it's all about the flex bed. So Justin's question is this: what is the max force on the tie downs in the bed? And Justin, that's a great question, especially if you're looking at doing certain things like the tailgate extender or the bike rack or some of those other key features that I mentioned. So let me walk you through each tie down points, because Larry, as you can see, we've got a couple different tie down points. We have some that are here, right on the tailgate itself, and then we have some that are here, so we have those on each side, and then all the way here in the front, we also have some additional tie down points here as well. So let me walk you guys through those numbers and how they look. All right, so Justin, hope you're ready. Go ahead and get your pen and paper ready and take down these notes. So first off, the max force between the tie downs that are directly across from each other is 276 pounds. The max force between the tie downs that are diagonally across the bed would be 600 pounds. And then the max force between the anchor points on the tailgate would be 400 pounds. Okay, so depending on how you're looking at utilizing them, again, those numbers are 276, 600, or 400 pounds. Larry, it sounds like I'm asking a question on Jeopardy. So listen, hopefully that was helpful. Justin, thank you again for your question. I really do appreciate that. And hopefully you guys found some great information all about towing, hauling, and getting the most out of your Maverick. Now, what I encourage you to do is, like I said, if you need more quick tips, more in-depth videos, more one-on-one walkthroughs, or our live stream schedule, well, stay plugged in and connected to Discover Your Ford, because there you'll find all of that and much more. Now, for the Maverick, we're going to be back with our next show on August 4th. But as I mentioned, if you have another Ford vehicle, check out the website to see our upcoming calendar for all of our other shows throughout the month and even starting into August. Now listen, this has been a ton of fun, but Larry, I'm looking at the clock. We've got to run. But don't you guys worry out there, because guess what? Larry and I, well, we'll be back on the next one. See you then.